Eggs are one of the most popular and delicious foods in the world. Did you know you could be eating eggs the wrong way? The benefits of this wonderful food can be compromised by these mistakes. Not to worry. Today I'll show you the 8 most common mistakes people make when eating eggs, not realizing the dangers. You'll also learn some essential tips for enjoying this food the right way. The right way to eat eggs can have a big impact on your health and also on how much you like them. However, if you eat them the wrong way, you can miss out on important nutrients and even feel worse. Interested in learning more? Read on to the end if you want to get the most nutrition from eggs without putting your health at risk. Before you do, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Do you eat eggs every day? What's your favorite way to eat them? What part of the world are you from? Leave a comment after watching the video so we can get to know each other better. What are these 8 mistakes and how to avoid them? Let's look at them one by one. Mistake number 1. Using too much oil when frying eggs. Using too much oil can make food too fattening. You can cook eggs with water by boiling or poaching them, or you can use olive oil. You can still enjoy eggs and make them a healthy addition to your diet. Second mistake. Overcooking eggs. This is similar to overcooking, but slightly different. You can cook eggs at a high temperature, but using too much heat will cause them to overcook. High heat not only cooks eggs faster, but it also changes their cooking process. Temperature is an important factor for proteins. If you cook them at high heat, they will become rubbery. They can also develop a greenish ring in the yolk. An undercooked yolk will have that greenish ring around it. Overcooking eggs, and especially the yolks, can destroy their nutrients and make them difficult to digest. Third mistake. Cooking old eggs. It is not advisable to cook with old eggs. Old eggs are less likely to contain harmful bacteria. That's why they are a better choice. How do you know if an egg is fresh? Place the egg in a bowl filled with water. Fresh eggs sink to the bottom and lie flat. If they float or stand upright, you should discard them. The egg will float if it is older and possibly unsafe. Check for freshness before cooking eggs. To ensure their safety, eggs will last in the refrigerator for up to 5 weeks, but they will not stay fresh. Proteins begin to degrade as they lose moisture. For baking, it's not as important to use fresh eggs, but when eggs are a star ingredient, egg freshness makes a big difference. Mistake number 4. Storing eggs incorrectly. The answer varies from country to country. In Itinamomakpumu, eggs must be kept refrigerated because they are washed before sale. This removes the natural protective layer. In other countries, eggs are not washed before sale and can be kept at room temperature. Eggs should be kept away from strong odors, wherever you live. They are porous and their shells can absorb flavors from their environment. According to the USDA, it is important to maintain a constant temperature for eggs. This is because salmonella can be found in eggs, which can cause diarrhea, fever, and stomach cramps. They should be stored in the refrigerator as soon as possible. Mistake number 5. Not being careful with the shells. It's not about eating eggshells, although some people do. It's about handling them. If you break eggs carelessly, bacteria can be transferred to the inside of the egg. It is important to remember this when separating eggs. When you pass the yolk between the shells, you are basically passing the egg around the outside of the outer shell. Mistake number 6. Throwing away the yolk. Although many people believe that the cholesterol in the yolk is unhealthy, it actually contains essential nutrients such as vitamins A, D and E, vitamin B12 and healthy fats. By discarding the yolk, valuable health benefits are lost. Mistake number 7. Using cracked eggs. Even the smallest cracks can allow bacteria to enter the egg. It is important not to buy or cook with cracked eggs. If an egg cracks on the way home, it can still be used safely. Crack the egg into a clean container and seal it tightly. Store it in the refrigerator for 2 days. Mistake 8. Eating raw or undercooked eggs. It's not just food poisoning, it's dangerous. Salmonella is a bacterium that can cause serious illness. In the US, only 1 in 20,000 eggs contains salmonella, but it's real enough to be taken seriously. It is fascinating that this problem persists despite its widespread occurrence. Part of this is due to the fitness industry, where eating raw eggs is a myth, thanks in part to Rocky Balboa. There is no advantage to eating raw eggs. Cooked eggs are better for the body because they absorb more protein. Therefore, eating raw eggs is not only dangerous but also counterproductive. How to eat eggs correctly? It's time to enjoy this superfood. Want to know the best way to eat and prepare eggs to get the maximum benefits? Here are 4 tips for cooking super healthy eggs. Choose a low-calorie method. If you want to cut calories from your diet, poach or boil eggs. These methods don't add extra calories or fat, so your meal will have fewer calories than fried, scrambled or omelet eggs. Choose a high-temperature stable oil for frying. For high-temperature cooking, such as pan frying, you should choose oils that do not oxidize easily or produce harmful free radicals. Avocado oil and sunflower oil are good choices. You should cook with extra virgin coconut oil or olive oil at temperatures below 400 degrees Celsius and no later than 10 degrees Celsius. Combine with vegetables. Eggs go well with vegetables. It's a great way to introduce more vegetables into your diet and add fiber and vitamins. Consider adding your favorite vegetables to an omelet, scrambled or other type of eggs. Choose the healthiest and most affordable eggs. The nutritional value of eggs can be affected by several factors, such as the method of rearing or the hen's diet. In general, pasture-raised eggs and organic options are considered more nutrient-rich than conventionally produced and caged eggs. According to studies, the nutritional value of eggs can vary significantly depending on how they are produced. These mistakes are easy to avoid now that you know them. The next time you go to pick up an egg, keep these 8 mistakes in mind. You may find that your eggs are more enjoyable and you get more value from them. Are you guilty of any of the following mistakes when eating eggs? Have you thought of other ways to cook eggs? Comment on your experience. Did you find this video helpful? Write yes as a comment below. Also check out these 2 videos we've selected for you. Thanks for watching them. See you later. Overview. This video will introduce you to one of the most popular and nutritious foods in the world, eggs. Many people enjoy eggs for their taste and health benefits. However, they often make unintentional mistakes that reduce the nutritional value of their eggs or can even be detrimental to their health. These mistakes are easily avoidable, and knowing how to eat eggs correctly can have a big impact on the amount of benefits you get from them. First mistake: frying eggs with too much oil. Frying eggs with too much oil can negate their health benefits and turn a nutritious dish into a greasy one. Extra oil can add unnecessary calories and fat. Try poaching, boiling, or using a healthy oil such as olive oil instead of frying eggs. You can enjoy the rich flavor of eggs without making your meal heavy. Second mistake: overcooking eggs. Another common mistake is overcooking eggs. Overcooking them or cooking them at high temperatures for too long will cause the proteins to become hard and rubbery. This makes them difficult to digest. Overcooking can cause the yolk to turn greenish. This not only changes the texture, but also destroys nutrients. Avoid high heat and use a gentler cooking method to preserve texture and nutrients. Third mistake: cooking old eggs. Old eggs can be a health risk because they are more likely than young eggs to contain bacteria such as salmonella. Fresh eggs are usually healthier and contain more nutrients. Do the water test to find out if your eggs are fresh. Place the egg in a bowl filled with water. Fresh eggs will sink to the bottom and lie flat. Older eggs will float or stand up. It is best not to use an egg that floats. Eggs can be kept in the refrigerator for up to 5 weeks, but they lose quality and moisture over time. Always check them before cooking. Mistake number 4: storing eggs incorrectly. The safety of eggs depends on how they are stored. In some countries, such as ETUUNU, eggs must be kept refrigerated because they have been washed and their protective coating has been removed. In other countries, eggs are kept at room temperature because they have not been washed. Regardless of where in the world you live, keep eggs away from foods with strong odors because their porous shells absorb odors. Store eggs at a constant temperature to prevent bacterial growth and ensure their safety. Mistake number 5: not taking care of the shells. If not handled properly, egg shells can contain harmful bacteria. These can be transferred to the inside of the egg. It is especially important to be careful when separating eggs because the yolk comes in contact with the shell. Always wash your hands before handling eggs and be careful when breaking the shells.